Since the beginning of time, people have always wondered what is the proper method to lose weight, and apparently, low carbohydrate diets are the answer. A low carbohydrate diet limits carbohydrates such as those found in grains, starchy vegetables, and fruit, and emphasizes foods high in protein and fat. So, what does a low carbohydrate dieter eat on a regular day?
A normal day for me started out eating two hard-boiled eggs. Then I would get a snack at 10 a.m. that would be either peanuts or an apple with peanut butter or nuts. And then for lunch, I would have 4 ounces of protein and 2 cups of vegetables. And I would have the same for dinner and the same for snack at 4 p.m.
Because these diets don't allow the consumption of carbohydrate sources like grains and most fruits, they may seem restrictive, what can lead people to believe that they are like those type of diets in which individuals starve, which is not the case for low carbohydrate diets.
All these meals kept me full throughout the day. Sometimes I would get cravings, but usually I would be very full.
Experts explain that because the foods low carbohydrate dieters eat are mainly from fat and protein sources, they are satiated faster and don't feel hunger throughout the day. By following a low carbohydrate diet, such as the Atkins diet, Adela was able of losing 25 pounds of fat. But how was this possible?
When you cut carbs, your body changes its metabolism in order to survive. Your body enters a stage called ketosis, which basically what it does is it stops using glucose as its main source of energy because you're not giving your body the glucose it needs. So the body starts using your fat storage or the excess you once had for eating too much carbs as its main source of energy. So that's why when you do a keto diet, you can lose up to 10 pounds in 2 weeks, because your body doesn't use what you eat as energy, but rather the excess you once had for eating too much carbs.
While it may seem that restricting the body of the energy obtained from carbohydrates may affect physical performance, proof shows otherwise. Pilar Vega, a ballerina from the National Ballet of Panama, does a low carbohydrate diet whenever she is close to a performance. Because of her career, she is demanded to stay at the lowest weight possible, which she obtains by doing this type of diet. Doing so gives her enough energy to train daily for a minimum of 5 hours. Low carbohydrate diets not only have proven to be efficacious for training, but also are useful to treat or prevent many health issues.
It is confirmed also that a low-carb, high-fat diet can lower the levels of insulin, glucose, triglycerides, bad cholesterol, and increases the levels of the good cholesterol. This is extremely beneficial to people that suffer from type 2 diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, dyslipidemia, and hypercholesterolemia. In fact, there has been cases of type 2 diabetics that have stopped using medication because of these diets and how successful they are in their bodies. Also, this diet could be beneficial for women suffering with polycystic ovarian syndrome, a syndrome where the woman usually suffers from high levels of insulin and high levels of glucose in her system.
Apparently, these diets have been beneficial for many blood-related health problems because they control the intake of sugar, which makes part of many of the foods individuals consume daily. Source of the problem is that most of the foods we find in the supermarket may be labeled as natural or healthy, but the truth is that most of them are filled with sugar. For example, a normal orange juice, which may seem healthy to anyone, contains 45 grams of sugar, while, according to the American Heart Association, the limit of sugar one must consume daily is 25 grams for women and 37.5 grams for men. Foods like these are what contribute to diseases such as diabetes or metabolic syndrome, but the good thing is that being on a low carbohydrate diet can prevent or improve such issues. On the other hand, there can be some risks for doing low carbohydrate diets, like changes in mood and energy levels, stomach problems, kidney problems, increased fatigue, osteoporosis, and insomnia. Therefore, it is recommended to do them under an expert's supervision. Low carbohydrate diets have proven to be effective for weight loss, and people prefer them because they keep them satisfied and with energy throughout the day. These diets have not only been beneficial for weight loss, but also for the treatment of health issues. But it is very important to consult a doctor before doing this kind of diets in order to avoid some of the risks.